There were smashed bones everywhere, dozens of kangaroos and wombats cruelly shot in the head and left to rot in country paddock. A paddock strewn with dead kangaroos and wombats with gun wounds in their heads, necks and backs was found in Victoria. Shocking images of the brutal killings were shared on Facebook page 5 Freedom's Animal Rescue on Friday. The person who wrote the post said that he went to the Wallan property, 45 kilometers north of Melbourne, Victoria, after receiving a call on a male kangaroo with a broken leg. Instead, he was confronted with a neighboring property littered with dead kangaroos and wombats. The property over the road was littered with the corpses of a large number of kangaroos. Fearing the worst, we investigated to check if any of the bodies were females and who might have had pouch young, the man wrote. Most were large males and were shot in the head. Some, however, were not, and we found several animals that had been shot in the neck or back. He then made a shocked discovery of a dead female wombat with its mouth full of grass and a joey in her pouch. The dead wombat was taken to the vet and x-rayed. X-rays were taken and revealed horrific trauma. The hole in her arm was a bullet wound. Fragments of the bullet were distributed throughout her chest and across to her other arm. There were smashed bones everywhere. That's how she was left after the shooting, and her viable joey, a little boy, had died in her pouch from exposure, the post read. The person who discovered the wildlife killings blames the delve for failing to regulate acts of illegal shooting. If not an illegal shooting, this was another example of how culls go wrong and the cruelty that results from a failing and unregulated delve authority to control wildlife, ATCW, system, the post said. The savage wildlife killings has been reported to the DELP, Department of Environment, Land, Water and Planning, yet no one has been charged. People have taken to social media to declare their disgust, condemning the attack on defenseless animals. One user said, "Culling may be necessary, but this is totally unacceptable for obvious reasons, but more stringent regulations have to be not only put on paper but enforced. Don't feel sorry, feel like somehow you can make a difference. Who the F kills a wombat? And here I was saying just a couple of days ago that nobody would do that. It's incomprehensible to me. What is wrong with people?" Another user said. There is no suggestion that the mass animal killing resulted from an unregulated delve, as the Facebook page 5 Freedom's Animal Rescue suggests.